So first thing we want to talk about today is what is the best time? When's the right time to get your website done? Anybody have any suggestions? Is a good time to get your website redesigned?
Yeah, the best timing I would say is if you've had a website done. When do you start seeing those diminishing returns? Like, is your bounce rate increasing? Have you been getting leads but they're drying up a little bit? That's a good sign that it's probably time to start looking at it. Maybe your competitors have caught you, and you need to really look and refreshen some things up.
Like Nick said, the analytics will tell you if things are working or if things may not be working, how's the bounce rate and all that stuff. But then you can also look at the components of the back end or the CMS of your site. How dated is that? How are the modules and plugins and stuff like that? Is it updating that? Could you do it individually as a component? Yeah, sure. But majority of the time, it's going to be a large overhaul to where at that point, you also look at what's within your design. What are the current trends? What kind of aspects did you have on there? Are the design traits that you're doing there, are they modern anymore? Are they trendy anymore? They might have been 5 years ago, but now you might get ridiculed by user, by by doing that stuff. So there's many aspects that when it comes to that time to deciding if you need to do that, you got to look at them all. And the main thing would definitely be, is the design working for us right now? Because if it is, that's absolutely positive. If it's not, or you see things on the decline, then you need to start looking at seriously, like, what do we need to change up here and update?
Yeah. Another thing that I would add to that is, does your website represent your overall business?
Absolutely.
A lot of people add services,
Things
remove
change,
services. Things change over the years, and if your website doesn't represent who you are, then that's going to affect your business, because there could be a lot of people that don't even know you do a new provide a new service.
Yep.
That'd probably be a pretty good sign that it's time to redesign your website.
And also, like, the best time to do it, that could also be literally like the calendar. Like, when should I actually jump into it?
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're a seasonal business, the best time to do it is when you're down.
Like the moment,
Yeah.
like the last
Busy season's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last
Boom.
pool closure you do in the winter, right? That
Yep.
should be the next day. You should be meeting with your web design team to get things going in your off
Because
season.
one, you have time to actually look at it
Yeah.
and do some things. And two, now you can do it and be ready for when business really starts to pick up. So that's the timing aspect of actual date.
Yep, absolutely. And you got the other aspects too. Oh, sorry, Chelsea. The other aspect too is, like, browsers are changing and updating things that are expected from their point of view, especially for search as well. So, looking at those aspects too, what do we need to change up to make sure that we're providing the expectation that these browsers or the search engines are wanting within the websites?
Yeah, that's a good point, because it's been a couple years now, but Google has added into their algorithm the insights, page speed, page load times. And if you have a site that's 4 or 5 years old, even 3 years old, it's likely that it was never even a consideration when they designed it, that page speed wasn't even a thing. And so if you're starting to notice that you're losing you're losing rank, that maybe you had good SEO rank and you're starting to slowly lose it, some of that could have to do with your page load times, your overall site architecture. There could be still a lot of things that could be improved at a redesign.
Yeah, and like I said, it's changing all the time. So having a marketing team or a company that overlooks those things for you and stuff like that saves you so much time, because the last thing you want to do, I'm trying to fix this car engine over here. I don't have time to go look at what Google's wanting or what's changing in the algorithms and stuff like that. So you need the people to be on top of that. And what better than people that know exactly what they're looking for, what kind of things need to be adjusted, what kind of things can we do for that, and it's very beneficial to have that aspect.
Absolutely.